Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully the mic is recording this really well because I tried twice and I think the volume was pretty crisp, so we'll see. I do have updates, but I feel like every time I come on here it's always an update. I do have a tattoo update because I did just get a tattoo in March of 23rd, I believe. But this isn't about that. I wanted to hop on the propaganda that I am not falling for, starting with number one: saying yes to everything makes you a good person. I personally don't believe in the good and bad labels, but saying yes to everything that your friends ask you, whether it's going out to a certain place or going to an expensive restaurant that you can't afford, or literally helping them with like tutoring or things when you are so jam-packed, burning both ends of the candles, it doesn't make you a good friend. Like, yes, in their eyes they would be like, wow, I can count on this person, wow, this person's so reliable, but you're also not honoring and committing to your own needs. You are a human being just as much as they are. Who's to say that you don't have obligations to yourself? You have an obligation to sleep, you have an obligation to eat. These are regular things that you are supposed to be taking care of and maintaining. And also, everybody is entitled to their alone time. Everybody. Mothers, fathers, everybody. So constantly showing up for people but failing to show up for yourself does not equate to you being an amazing friend. Not always. Number two: good and bad labels, as I was talking about, especially when it's applied to students and children. I feel like for kids, because they're so impressionable, and I feel like there's studies done on this, that whatever label you apply to that child, they will absorb that label and think that's all that they are, like the black sheep, like the golden child. There are so many different types of labels society has placed upon children, and labeling students, most especially, as good or bad, whether it's test takers, whether it's their behaviors, actually does a lot more harm than good. Number three: that reading isn't political. This is a reading channel, or at least I don't pick up a camcorder and vlog myself reading out in the park. This is most definitely a literature channel. I just yap a lot and I love it. To say that reading isn't political, especially when it comes to dystopian books like The Hunger Games, what is not queuing up here for people? Reading is political. Reading is a form of activism. Reading is knowledge. When you learn things, they cannot strip that away from you. They physically can't. Like, unless you get lobotomized, they really can't do anything. And number four: that homelessness is a choice. People criminalize, and there's so much stigma and all this disgust around homelessness, when in reality it is a systematic problem. It is not an individualistic choice, it is a systematic problem. And according to a 2014 Florida study, it costs taxpayers $31,000, I'm actually looking at my data right now, $31,065 a year to criminalize one single person's homelessness, rather than giving them permanent supportive housing. It would just cost them $10,051. Do you know the stark difference between criminalizing and how much effort and energy that you expend spewing hate, spewing disgust about homeless people, when in reality, you can just be a supportive, empathetic human being? You do not have to be the most perfect, outstanding citizen to deserve basic decency from people on the streets. We have to talk more about collective community than we talk about individualistic things, which also feeds into capitalism. I hate to break it to you. Like, rest is a form of activism, and turning away from everything that's happening in the world just because you are also going through your own things. It is acceptable for you to go through your own things. Most absolutely. I would never take that away from you. I would never invalidate whatever grief, whatever ongoing struggles you have going on. But thinking, oh, that's not my problem, or oh, that can never happen to me, so I'm just gonna walk across the street because they're invisible to me, pretending that a problem doesn't exist, does not erase the actual problem. But I digress. This is my brand new hair color. It is probably going away soon, but I hope that you most definitely enjoyed this vlog. I have been trying to vlog for so long, but I really wanted to get a video up for you guys, at least this beautiful June. So happy Pride Month. Please keep reading. Please keep on practicing radical empathy. Please keep on learning. Never stop. That is the one thing they cannot take away from you, your education. I'll see you later. This is me post making that video. I saw that I peeped it a little too late that the mic was not blue, so it was not on. But I hope that the video was still beautiful and the volume was still acceptable anyways. I'll see you later.